Deputy, yeah. Black market. Yeah. Why I'm going so hard, it's a business. Just worry about the branding and pleasantries. That's why your craft ain't sharp and your rap scene hard. And your hotel has no amenities. Bad little Lebanese, pray for me. Say to watch these bloodsuckers that drink, but they never bleed. Why they all say this is something I never be? Welcome to the real world, shout out to Heather B. This is still war. I'm on course just like when you feel war. I could call up top, that's the real pull. I'll be eating till I'm real full. They be fearful of the fact that my tag got the theater full. Get your confirmation or a consultation of what you're about to face. I'm a combination of a monster, the spawn of Jason, and a plague and abomination. Woo! Let the church say, bring him on up front, let him bathe near the Jericho. Wash all my sin away, let the Holy Spirit roll. Gonna take a miracle, welcome to the Terror Dome. Even when alone or with a whole bunch of friends, I'm home. They be saying that my drive is unparalleled. I'm a whole cyclone, you a carousel or a Ferris wheel. I need more than the average bear. $100 bills to the Goodwill. I move light while they stood still. For my old catalog, I got a good deal. All I do is think about how it could feel. My town starts shaking from the ground. Now I'm breaking in the bread. Start begging from these moves I'm making, and them haters start hating. I guess I'm just saying that I'm highly motivated. And my clout starts showing, cause I'm about my slogan. And you know it sounds boring, cause they getting outvoted and they got a foul motive. But I'm all about focus, cause I'm highly motivated.
Puff dropped albums, and I feel like he goes on these campaigns. He's went on these campaigns, and it's like at certain points it gets convoluted, right? It's like, okay, you got this, or you got Faith, you got G-Dep, you got this person, you got that person. Then you drop in a record. It's like, all right, we're really trying to focus on these artists, and you're distracting us. Not distracting us, but you're shifting our attention to you as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you're the boss of this label. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so confused. You know what I'm saying? Because
he had a lot going on.
There was a lot going on, you know what I'm saying?
He was the guy, so you know those things stood out, you know what I'm saying?
And just generally speaking, like, I feel like CEOs of a label don't do good. It's just my opinion from watching shit. Don't do good as an artist when they're a CEO. If you can name me 5 people, both of y'all, if y'all can name me 5 people right now who were CEOs of a label that were successful artists and all their artists were happy, besides Master P.
So you got me. That's
you understand what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a CEO of a label, like, just stick to the business. When you try to become an artist, it takes away from the artists who are signed to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think for the most part, that was a little issue with Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? You had Big was just Big.
Right.
Like, it don't matter where Big would have went.
Yeah.
He would have been explosive, right?
I agree.
But then Puff saying, okay, Big dies at an untimely time, and then Puff comes with No Way Out right after.
Right.
That.
He knew he
it
was
just propelled him as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now it's like I got Black Rob, I got Faith Evans, I got 112, I got Shine. I got all these artists under me.
Total.
Right. Mace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got all these artists under me, and I just want them to write. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of like, it's kind of shaky between business and creativity. You know what I'm saying? Let the artists do what they do. When you look at Cash Money, Birdman is an artist,
right?
But he let his artists do whatever the fuck they need to do to make the label bigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now, all of this shit is going on, right? As far as the promotion of the album and this, that, and the third, and your writing and stuff like that. You're getting beats. Were there other records that Puff had you write to that are actually out during that time before your album dropped?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Because, I mean, with me, they kind of didn't really, stress me for writing for him a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was more, put your album out. You know what I mean? Like, work on the child of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? So that was what that was where I was at with it. When we got around to Saga Continues.
Right. Saga Continues.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was kind of trying to premiere me more so at that point.
And that was 2002.
Yeah. Oh no, that was
2002.
No, that was before my album dropped. Right, so that's what I mean. He tried to premiere me
2001.
2001. So yeah,
Yeah.
right. So it came out the same year I came out. Yeah,
Right.
because that a lot of people was like, because he had certain skits on there from songs from my album. He actually had Let's Get It on that album.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Child of the Ghetto, he was playing in one of the. I think he even might have had Child of the Ghetto on the album. I know he had like 2 whole songs, if I'm not mistaken, on the album. But then he had another skit where I was like, he was on the phone with somebody, and he had I think Special Delivery in the background. You know what I mean? So dudes was like, so dudes was like, yo, damn, he had all your songs on his album.
Right.
And so he used to tell me, he'd be like, yo, damn, nobody know you, like, you know what I mean? Like you gotta. This is how I'm
Branch out.
this is how I'm advertising you, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right, cool.
Got you. I can understand that.
Yeah, so that was just our thing.
I got you. So you were around at the time when the Locks
Yeah,
was trying to get off the label.
yeah.
And what was your relationship? Did you have a relationship with anybody from the Locks at that time?
Yeah, I mean, I was cool with them. You know, when I first pulled up, you know, I met them, and you know, we just hit it off. It was regular, it was just a regular vibe, like, yo, what's good, you know. And then, you know, we was at some event, and we were in the hotel chilling, you know what I mean, playing PlayStation in the room, and then that was probably the only time I was around them after that. Like then
That's crazy.
yeah, were. And then after that, they was like going through the stuff with old boy and all that.
What was your like thought process when you seen that? Like, you're signed to this label and you see a group that was successful going against the machine that you're a part of. How did you feel at the time?
Well, I didn't really think nothing of it, tell you the truth, because I knew it was business. You know what I mean? Whatever happened between them, I figured it was
You're like, that's not my situation.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, whatever happened, it didn't happen, with me. So, I was just like, wow. I guess they got to clear that up.
I'm gonna stay over here doing what I'm doing. Got you. So, when did you start recording Child of the Ghetto, your first album?
Like I said, like, they was giving me beats, ever since, when I first as soon as I got there, they was like, yo, try this. How you like that? Listen to these. You know what I mean? I was picking stuff. So, I was, the whole 99, I was, recording here and there. I might have did about 6 songs in 99.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Another 6, 7, I kind of stepped it. I started writing a little more in 2000 because I didn't have to write for anybody or anything like that. So, and like in 2000, I kind of, started getting geared up for the album. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff, more of the beats was coming that I wanted. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, you know what I mean? So 2000, I wrote about 6 or 7, songs that, stuff like that. 2001 came, we was basically done.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Tell me about the studio sessions for your 2 biggest hits, Special Delivery and Let's Get It. How were the studio sessions for that?
Well, Special Delivery was just, it was kind of one of them things that, first we did Let's Get It first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I never forget that. We was looking for something. We needed like an up-tempo kind of song.
Harlem type
Yeah,
of
some, shout out to Yogi. He was like, yo, I got something for you that, I wanted to work with him. He was one of the hitmen. And he was like, yo, look, I got something for you. I know what you need, da-da-da. So we finally linked up. He was like, yo, come with me, ride with me. So I rolled with him. He played the joint. And so immediately we went crazy. I wrote for the joint. You know what I mean?
You wrote the hook and your verses.
Yeah. I wrote the 3 verses and the hooks. And so I'm like, I laid it, and so I booked the joint. I was super excited to record Let's Get It. I knew it was something. You know what I mean?
You knew it was a lead single.
Yeah, I was like, yo, nah, this is, you know what I mean? And so I went. So in the song was just the way it happened. Like, what I used to do is I used to record myself just going ham, like on the beats, like, you know what I'm saying? And so the whole thing was like I recorded it, put the, I had the camcorder back then, set it up, threw the beat on. Philly, get smacked, silly. You get smacked, just wilding, just like that. And then I kept it like that. You know what I mean? I was like, that's kind of dope. And then I was like, and I didn't realize I did it. I was like, I was kind of talking to myself. I was like, when you ready? Shit, I was born ready. And I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so and then I just was freestyling after that, and I kind of put the words to it. You know what I mean? But I, so I went back and read it and looked at the footage and was like, oh, that'd be a dope little way to start the song, and I kept it. And so, I wrote that, and then I never forget the day I had to record it. Black Rob came to pick me up. He was like, yo, what's up? What you doing? I was like, I gotta go to the studio. He was like, word, me too. What's up? Let's go down there. I was like, all right. So we went, did our rounds. We got some smoke, some trees. We blowing it down. We went down there. It was early. It was like 1 in the afternoon. Got there, and it just was like, one take. Like, you know what I'm saying? Word.
You was ready.
Yeah, I was ready. Energy. I was dumb hype. You know what I'm saying? Word. He was like, yo, Dep. He was like, yo. Yeah, he was like, yo. He was like, yo. He was like, yo, let me ad-lib this.
Right.
Because if you listen to it, I ain't got no ad-libs on it.
Yeah, that's
PR. Yeah, that's all him. Like, you know what I mean? He was like, yo, let me ad-lib this. I got you. I was like, all right.
When did Puff decide to come in and throw a verse on it?
Yeah, so I had it for a while. You know what I mean? I had the the whole song, and we was just running around, playing it in the whip, and dudes was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm telling you, that you ride around with your people. You listen. I'm letting I used to always do that, let gauge, the responses and see how people like stuff, and dudes was like, yo, nah, this is it, bruh. Right. And we only had the 3 verses on it. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, so I was real confident about the song, you know what I mean? And then, but we still had to, he had the final say about, all the songs, you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't around at the time, and I kept asking Harv, I was like, yo, Harv, did Puff hear that yet? You know what I mean? He was like, nah, he ain't listened to it yet. He said he said he gonna listen to it. And then, he wasn't around at the time. He was in Europe, and then, so he called one day when I was in the studio conference. He was like, yo, Dep. He was like, what you did with that joint, that Yogi joint? And I was like, I want you to hear it. He was like, all right, send it. And he was like, so no, I'm lying, right? So the day I spoke to him, he was like, yo, I listened to that joint. And he was like, yo, it's all right. He's like, I don't really understand it though. Like, what you, like, I was like, you don't understand it. Like, I was like, it's fire. That's what it, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, let me sit with it for a little longer. Like, let me sit with it for a minute. When I get back to the States, we'll chop it up about it. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, damn, man. Because usually when he don't feel something like, when he ain't jacking it, it's a rap. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn. And I'm like, I'm sure I got one with this. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like. So I was like, whatever. So when he came back, he was hyped. I remember I came in the studio the one day, and he was like, yo, this is it right here, Dep. He was like, nah, he was basically just like, yo, Dep, like, I need to get on this. And I was like, word?
Out of just feeling the record.
Yeah, he was like, yo, I need to get on. I was like, oh, word? And then he was like, yo, it was like he kind of forgot what we was like, what I was talking about at first, because when I came in, he was regular chopping it up. Yo, what's up, Dep? Yeah, yo, he was playing whatever he was playing on the loudspeaker. And he was like, yo, that joint you got? He was like, yo, I need to get on that. And I was like, word. He was like, yo, this and that. He was like, yo, we gonna put BR on this too. I was like, all right. So he was like, yo, so write me something for this. So I wrote what I wrote for him. You know what I mean?
So the verse that he has on there right now, you wrote that?
Yeah.
So I just seen something recently. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I seen it said that 50 Cent wrote the verse. Yeah. Supposedly.
Well, what I think happened is I think he asked a bunch of people to write.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I think, and what I think is because at the end I had how the end go. It go make moves major, hide out in Asia. If your girl keep coming around, and I'm gonna blaze on them. Right. Like, so that was what I had in special delivery.
Yeah,
if your girl keep coming around, like, so that's what I put
that
in
cadence,
there.
everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean. If your girl keep coming around, and I'm gonna take her to Jamaica, and I give her a reason. No, that was from from special delivery. So I put that in there just so people on the low might know that, you know, I was a part of that. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so connected dots. So I said, if your girl keep coming around, then I'm a blazer, I'm the bad boy flavor, light blue gators. And then I had to end with that same thing. I think I said something, you know, love be you later or something like that. It was rhyming with gators and all of that, right?
Right.
So then when he heard the verse, he was like, I'm feeling that. He was like, I'm digging that. He was like, but yo, can you like say something that's more like to what's going on right now? Cause like, you know, we going through what we going through.
The shit with J-Lo
at the time. So he was like, yo, and he said this out of his mouth. He said like say something like not guilty and I'm filthy. Come on, like
niggas spin the yard, huh?